building excitement for this game for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that was...
I mean, marathon, how long were you driving?
About 5.5 hours.
And it's normally 2, right?
2.5.
Okay.
Man, I'm still shaking it.
Yeah, it was so tired. It took me an hour, and I was so stressed. Like, it was maybe the most stressful drive I've ever had, and only 1 hour of it. Just like sliding. Thankful to be here. All right, well, we've got this long-awaited game ready to tip, and we're off. Racers win the tip. This is the Northwest Warriors versus the Racers in the state semifinal. This game was supposed to start at 6:15. First basket is good for the Racers. Supposed to start at 6:15. It is 8:45. That's 2.5 hours late, if anybody needs help with that math. Pass into Crew. We've got a foul on the floor against the Racers as Elijah drove in to the lane. So Warriors will inbound on the baseline. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Crew inbounding to Luke, Hudson, Elijah, and David. Ball to Elijah. Over to Crew. Crew drives inside, kicks back out to David. David dumps it into Elijah. Elijah muscles his way up there, can't get the basket, but Hudson with the rebound. He has big muscles too and gets the basket. Racers on the run the other way. And that basket is no good, rebounded by Hudson. David now with the ball, advancing to Luke. Luke to Hudson, and out to David. Not sure if that was passed or kicked, but it's in David's hands. To Luke outside the three-point line. That three-pointer off the mark, and Crew is going to get called for the foul over the back. Score is tied at 2. Racers with the ball. And Elijah gets called for the foul on this and one opportunity for the Racers. 30 got that layup and has a free throw coming as well. So it is a 4-2 lead currently for the Racers with one free throw to come. And that free throw is good. Now 5-2 in favor of Evansville. Crew and David working to get across half court and get it to Hudson. David now with the ball and tries to get it into Elijah. That is kicked by Evansville. So it's a baseline inbounds play coming for the Warriors. Ball into Luke, that is blocked, saved right in play to Elijah, and his basket is good. Assist goes to the Racers. And they are hustling down the floor to get past the Warriors' press. They do get there, but will have to settle into a half-court offense. Shot is up, off the glass, good for the Racers. David. Across half court, over to Luke, outside the three-point line. Luke's three is on its way. That one just off the mark. Hudson and Elijah both trying to chase it down, and it goes out of bounds to Evansville. Score 7-4. Almost halfway gone in the first quarter. Time, that is. Shot from the elbow is good for Evansville. Now 9-4. Warriors are down 5. Crew with the ball. Down the floor to Hudson. Hudson over to Crew. Now David. Into Luke. His floater in the lane is perfect. Crew trying to pick the pocket there. Can't quite get it, but nice job with the defense. Drive in is good for Evansville. And they're back in front by 5. David and Crew playing a little hot potato. Crew tries to get across half court. He does. And ball is tangled up, stolen by the Racers on the run down the floor, and they make the layup. Racers continuing at that full court press, trying to generate another steal. Luke with the ball, gets it down the floor to Hudson. Hudson kicks over to Elijah, through Elijah's legs. Players on the floor, and it is a jump ball. That is Warrior ball. Grayson and Jaden and Isaiah, all three come into the game for David, Crew, and Hudson. Grayson gets it into Luke. Luke outside the three-point line. Into Elijah. Elijah muscles his way around. Sorry, I'm saying muscles a lot when it comes to Elijah. And I'm just laughing at myself here. The Warriors now back within 5. They would like to keep cutting into that. And get a stop there, but Evansville with an offensive rebound. That shot is short and rebounded by Elijah. Nice job by Elijah forcing that pass out to Luke, but that's a foul on Evansville. It does give Evansville time to set up their press. 1:19 to go in the first. Warriors are down 5. Luke in the backcourt with the ball. Powerful pass. Nice play down the floor for the Warriors. Shot is up. Oh, can't quite get the layup, but he does draw the foul. So Elijah with 2 free throws coming. 1:11 to go in the first. Evansville leading by 5. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good as well. Score is now 10-13. It's a 3-point deficit for the Warriors. And Jaden with the block. Elijah on the run. He gets down the floor and gets the ball out to Isaiah. Isaiah's shot is off the mark. Grayson tries to save it. Can't quite get there, and it is Racer ball. Less than a minute to play in the first. And Jaden comes up with another steal. This time he will keep it all the way into the layup, but no good. Rebound by the Racers. And now we are down to 32 seconds to go. So a couple of good defensive plays by Jaden. Warriors not able to get points out of either one, but like to see that activity. Three-pointer on its way for Evansville. That's definitely long. And now we've got 15 seconds to go. Racers corral the long pass in the backcourt. Shot is up, no good. Follow also no good, but a foul called. I believe that was on Isaiah with 8.6 seconds to go in the first. Couldn't have been 33. That may have been on Jaden. And 1 for 2 at the line. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Warriors. It is still Evansville ball with 7.9 seconds to go in the first. Warriors are down 4. Score is 14-10. Ball in play for Evansville. And it is being majorly tangled up. Jaden with a nice play, and Luke coming on the side as well to help force that turnover. Only 3 seconds to work with here for the Warriors. And Luke puts up a shot, really nice looking shot, just a little short. So perfect execution of the down the field play, down the field, what am I saying? Down the court play, other than not getting the basket. So we're down 4 after 1. Some really nice plays. Like to see a little bit more finishing of those defensive plays into points. But an exciting start to our game, which we are just really excited to have started. I think this is also my personal high for viewers. I have 28 viewers right now, which means that many of you got to stay home off the roads, hopefully, and are enjoying this game from the comfort of your own couch. There is definitely a special bond here in the gym right now, everybody having suffered the same miserable drive on the road, but those of you who didn't have to suffer it hopefully can feel just as bonded with us. Referee starting the count. He was ready to move on this game. It is 2.5 hours late. And that basket is good for the Racers to open the second quarter. Jaden gets the ball down the floor to Isaiah. Now over to Elijah. Basket good. That was a really nice play for the Warriors, and they're back within 4, 16-12. On the floor, we've got Grayson, David, Elijah, Jaden, and Isaiah. Shot on its way, good from 3 for Evansville. Grayson gets across half court. He's got a trailer behind him. He gets down the floor, puts the shot up, and scores. Score now 19-4. Warriors have been down by 5 and 7 a couple of times. And that's an offensive screen, or moving screen. It was offensive to the referee. And it is Warrior ball. Jaden over to Grayson. Back to Jaden. Ahead to David. They're across half court. Not as aggressive of a press on that possession. David drives in, puts the shot up. It's too strong off the glass. Rebounded by Evansville. Shot is up short, rebounded by Isaiah. Good defense by the Warriors on that possession. To Grayson, trying to get that over to Elijah, and it goes out of bounds, and Elijah commits the foul. So unfortunately, that was not a great turn of events for the Warriors. Elijah and Grayson will go out, Crew and Luke return. Warriors still down 5. That shot is short. Evansville with the offensive rebound. Outside the three-point line, that shot off the mark and rebounded by Evansville. Follow is good. And Evansville now leading 21-14. David ahead to Crew. Over to Luke. Luke's three is short and rebounded by the Racers. Did not look totally comfortable over there taking that three-pointer. This three-pointer also off the mark, but this time for Evansville. And knocked out of bounds by the Racers. David with the good box out. Hudson returns for Jaden. Okay. We've got a timeout. 21-14, Racers leading. It is 3:25 to go in the second. Warriors playing okay offensively. Not amazing, but okay. The defense is a little shaky. If we aren't getting a steal, we're giving up a layup. So we'd like to keep one of those and get rid of the other. All right, we're coming back out onto the floor. We've got Isaiah, Hudson, Crew, Luke, and David. Racers still with that full court press. David back to Luke. Now Luke ahead to Crew. Over to Isaiah. Isaiah tangled up in the paint. Players getting on the floor, still scrambling, but the Racers come up with it. Halfway through the second quarter. And Hudson gets called for the foul on the ground, the floor. We call it the floor when it's on a basketball court. Isaiah and David take a seat. Elijah and Grayson return. And Elijah got his hands on that inbounds. Grayson comes up with a steal, tries to get it ahead to Elijah, and Racers take it back. That shot is short, but the follow is good. And the Racers now ahead by 9. Ball in play to Grayson. Grayson ahead to Elijah. Elijah trying to get onto that block position. He is fouled. And timeout called by the Warriors. It's a foul on the floor. Thought the referee was signaling that it is shooting. I'm not sure. I think that is not quite right. At 5 fouls, they would be shooting, but I don't think the Racers have had 5 fouls in this quarter.
We killed them last time. They missed their center. Yeah, Greg might say, yeah, they can all get a few minutes. I get that. But I need that 5. But if we get beat, I'll leave it up to them. Do you have someone to vote for? Yeah, Jeremy and Shane.
I think that's good. I mean, because it's late. I mean, it's already 9 o'clock.
We should be heading home by now, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I guess I can show you the scoreboard. 23-14. Warriors are down 9. Definitely making it just a little bit too easy, giving up offensive rebounds to the Racers. Making it a little too easy for them to get a nice layup opportunity, whether it's first opportunity or second. Ball in play. Luke with a three-pointer. It's good. Never a bad time for a made 3. Deficit now just 6. 23-17. And a turnover by the Racers. A couple of Warrior players got their hands on that and forced that turnover, and I already forgot which ones it was. Some mixture of Grayson, Elijah, and Hudson. Not sure what the issue is over there. Maybe a ball rolling out? Some discussion between the referees and the Warrior bench. Little hot potato trying to get past the press. They're going to have to get it down and knock it out of bounds, or the Racers knock it out of bounds. It is Warrior ball. And it is down the floor, so that's good. David gets over to Hudson. Hudson underneath to Elijah. Elijah's shot, rolls out. Hudson with the tough rebound. Gets it back even better. The and one. Elijah with the basket and a free throw opportunity here. So the Warriors within 5. Sorry, within 4. Within 4. Would love to make it within 3 if he can hit this free throw. And he does. So once they get those points up on the scoreboard, it will be 23-20. And that's Mr. Guerrero over there, so he should be doing us a solid. Yes, he's got those up there. Shot is up for Evansville, rebounded by Grayson. And Evansville has an injured player on the floor. Referee's not really supposed to stop play if it is an injury out of the court of play, as far as nobody running the kid over. But we'll let it slide. And he popped up, he went off the court, he's okay. Not seriously injured, but definitely had a hard landing. Hudson with the shot, rattles out. Warriors still down 3. Thought that was a whistle on this court. It's behind me. Shot is up. Foul is called. Let's see who they call that on. There were 2 Warriors there. That's okay. I don't know. That's on Hudson. I believe that is his second. We are at exactly 1 minute to go in the quarter. Second quarter. First free throw is good. Second one good as well. Score is 25-20 with 1 minute even in the first half. Pass crossing to David, back to Grayson. Grayson over to David and down the floor to Elijah. And foul on the floor before the shot. 48 seconds to go in the quarter. They are checking the fouls to see if that is number 5. I think it's the 4th team foul on Evansville in the quarter. So baseline inbounds play coming for the Warriors. If we can get a Luke 3 out of it, nobody would complain about getting that instead of free throws. Man, Hudson really having to work to hang on to that ball. Grayson scores! We'll take that, a Grayson 2. 3-point margin. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Three-pointer on its way for Evansville. Rattles out, and Elijah with the rebound. Luke with the ball. Down the floor. Pulls up. Oh, man, that was so close. And Hudson gets called for the foul. Very close to a travel. That is Hudson's foul, though. Unfortunately, that is his 3rd foul, I believe. So Isaiah returns to just make sure he doesn't get another one in the remaining 7.8 seconds. Shot is up and short for Evansville. Follow also no good. Third attempt no good, and that's the buzzer. Sorry, I hope that was in view. But no baskets, good at the end there. So we've got a 25-22 game at halftime. Warriors really scrapping in that quarter. They were down as much as 9, and now with only a 3-point margin.
I'm going over to the girls' game.
It looks like the Lady Warriors JV game is the game ahead of theirs has 1.5 minutes left in the fourth. So assuming all players are there for both teams, which I believe they are, then that game would start after an 8-minute warm-up, which would put it at about a 9:20, 9:30 start. If you want to watch that game live, you can go to the Lady Wildcats YouTube channel. Normally it's me streaming those games, but I have a backup so that I can finish this one, and she's very nice. She won't say anything bad about the Warriors. So if you want to watch that, it's on the Lady Wildcats YouTube channel, and that probably will start in about 15-ish minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've got one more. Well, this one here, and then the JV boys playing whenever they're going to play it. Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have one of those guys. Yeah, and then our varsity girls are still playing, but their semi-state game is tomorrow morning.
Okay. So you don't have to go home tonight. No. That's good.
I wouldn't go home tonight anyway.
Hopefully that blurriness will clear up. Let's see if I can. There we go.
Catch the ball.
All right, it is Warrior ball to start the third. On the floor, David, Grayson, Hudson, Luke, and Elijah. And David tried to get that to Hudson. It was kicked by the Racers. So it'll be another Warrior inbounds. And this time Hudson kicks it, but he gets it back. Over to Luke. Luke puts up the floater. That is short, rebounded by Elijah. Elijah with the follow. Nice rebound and put back by Elijah. It's now a 2-point game, 25-24. And that basket is good and a foul. Let's see who this is on. Hudson and Elijah both right there. It's on Luke. You know what? That's okay. I don't know how that was on Luke, but Elijah has 2, Hudson has 3, Luke, I believe, has only 1 just now. So 27-24, and that free throw makes it 28-24. Full court press back on for the Racers. Grayson gets it down to Hudson. Hudson puts up the shot, off the mark, right to the rebounding arms of Elijah. His is off the mark, and this time Evansville takes the ball. And I think that player just slipped, and he kept his dribble, but that pass went right to Grayson. And unfortunately, that's not the NBA, so we don't get continuation on it. But a great play by Grayson. He drew the foul on the floor. Ball into Elijah. His defender just slipped right past him. And he took advantage, made the layup. Oh, and Luke liked that last foul so much, he decided to go for another. Two-point game, 28-26, 4:37 to go in the third quarter. Racers trying to work that ball around. Still around the three-point line so far. Taking it inside, and that jumper is good. 30-26. Warriors down the floor. Hudson with the ball. Elijah on the block, and a foul called against the Racers. So they have at least 3 fouls in this quarter. Warriors have at least 2. So it's been a little bit of a foul-happy quarter. Ball in play for the Warriors. David outside the three-point line. Oh, just rattles out. Rebounded by the Racers. And man, another tough foul call. I can't tell who that was on. Who was that on? Is that an Elijah? Can't tell if that was on Elijah or Hudson. I saw 4. They both have a 4. That basket no good for the Racers. Luke with the rebound. I'm guessing it was on Elijah because that would have been Hudson's 4th foul, and he's not out of the game. Okay. Elijah getting into the block, putting up the tough shot. Back to a 2-point game, 30-28. Shot up for Evansville, no good. And a couple of players going after that rebound. Evansville got it and put up a layup, but missed. Now David with the ball after rebound by somebody on our team. David inside, put up a little bit of a wild shot. And it's a jump ball. This is Racer ball. Jaden comes into the game for David, and Isaiah also coming in for Hudson. Halfway through the third quarter on the money. Basket good for the Racers underneath. That ball knocked out of bounds by the Racers. Grayson with the ball, tries to get it into Isaiah and stolen by the Racers. Grayson on the run down the floor, and it is a foul committed by Grayson. Ball in play for Evansville, and that layup missed and a foul called on the Racers. We've had a lot of fouls called on rebounds, and I don't know if these referees just particularly have an eye for that or if the players are just really aggressive on the rebounds in this game. It could be a little of both. Luke gets it into Grayson. Now back to Luke. Now Jaden with the ball. Jaden to Luke. Luke over to Elijah, and he makes it. Boy, that looks scary. He was kind of bobbling the ball, it looked like. But he got the basket. Warriors back within 2. 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Ball inside. No shot. Foul on Isaiah. Foul on the floor. I know we are getting close to bonus territory for both teams. There have been a lot of fouls called in this quarter, and I guess that was the 5th foul. So 2 free throws coming. That one is off the mark. Second one also off, and Luke with the rebound. Grayson getting down the floor with the ball. He will bring it back outside, gets it to Luke. Luke to Isaiah, then Grayson. Over to Luke. Isaiah puts up a 3 and hits! And Warriors in front for the first time in this game. 33-32 with 1:38 to go in the third. And there's Mr. Anderson, he's happy. And Mr. Hudson, not waving, or not Mr. Hudson, Mr. Rackinator, also happy. Just not as exuberant, I guess. Probably still nervous about Hudson with those 3 fouls. Looks like the Lady Warriors and Lady Wildcats are circling up for the prayer before their game, so that game will be underway momentarily. As I mentioned before, you can find that on the Lady Wildcats YouTube page. I have no idea why you would want to leave this game, but could switch back and forth, I guess. Dual screens, dual monitors. Both games semifinals for state, with the winner advancing to the final tomorrow. The other game in this junior high boys semifinal, like the other semifinal, I think has already played, or I don't see any boys playing right now, and this one is the furthest behind, so it has already been played. I don't know who won it. It was the Lions versus the Ace Warriors, I think, and I'm not familiar with the Ace Warriors at all. Shot is good for Evansville. They are back in front. That ball knocked out of bounds by the Racers. Score 34-33. We've got 1:17 to go in the third. Ball into Jaden. Back to Luke. Back to Jaden. A little hot potato. Pass over to David. And he tries to get it ahead to Isaiah. It is stolen by the Racers. Shot is up, no good. Elijah with the rebound, out to Jaden, and a timeout called by the Warriors. 1:02 to go in the third. Racers in front by 1. Warriors hustling out there. These referees will not waste any time. And Luke has it. Gets it into Jaden. Back to Luke. Back to Jaden. Jaden tries to advance it. And Racers come up with another steal. Three-pointer on its way. That is good for the Racers. And Warriors are able to get past the press this time. Isaiah gets it ahead to Hudson. No, not Hudson. Elijah, and he gets 2 of those points right back. 37-35. Warriors back where they had been for quite a while, down 2. 25 seconds to play in the quarter. Now 20. Evansville driving on the left baseline and tied up. Nice job by the Warriors. I believe that is going to be Warrior ball. I think that was Luke. Luke was involved. Somebody else was involved. Ball into Jaden. Back to Luke. Luke tries to get it down the floor to the Racers. Another steal. And David trying to get there. We've got 5 seconds to play. That ball wild, knocked away. And buzzer, too late for that shot. And he was just holding the ball. I think he did not know how much time he had left. Just lost track of the clock. That shot after the buzzer. So 37-35 heading into the fourth. The Racers leading the Warriors here with 6 minutes to go in the game.
Oh, they're down there in the corner.
Oh, Robin, yes. Okay, thank you. We're here. We're here.
I can't help you with that.
Well, apparently made it.
Are you going to have to be David bring this?
Honey, David's is over there somewhere. You can't go out on the court and shoot here anyway, because the referees are not allowing it. I just saw them way too low. So this is a nail biter here. They are just underway a couple minutes ago for the ladies, and it's a tie game over there 2-2. So obviously still early. Racers will start the fourth quarter with the ball and a 2-point lead. On the floor for the Warriors, Grayson, Hudson, Isaiah, Crew, and David. That's a foul and a basket. So that is Hudson's 4th foul and 1 free throw coming. One free throw to come. That one is good. The lead is now back up to 5 for the Racers. Ball into David. David to Isaiah. Isaiah down to Crew. Now Isaiah. Isaiah puts up a 3 and hits! Isaiah is 2 for 2 from 3, and Warriors back within 2. Racers at the free throw line, not shooting free throws, just getting the ball knocked away by Hudson. David drives in, lays it up, can't score. Hudson with the follow, he gets the basket. Tie game, 40 all with less than 5 minutes to go. And that basket is good. Racers get the points right back. Ball into Crew. And swatted away by the Racers. Shot is up, no good, and the Racers with the follow. That one is good, and they're right back to a 4-point lead. Timeout called by the Warriors. Elijah and Luke were at the scorer's table ready to check back in, so they'll be coming back into the game. Looks like, well, I can't tell who was gonna go out. I don't know. So Warriors down 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Got a lot of fours on the board. And we got some fours coming back out here too. 14, 41, 45. Also 0 and 33. And a turnover for the Warriors right out of the inbounds. Ball in to Grayson, back to Luke. Over to Grayson. Grayson ahead to Isaiah. Crossing to Elijah. Could have been to David, he was ready just in case, and Elijah gets the basket. 46-42, Warriors still trying to get away from that 4-point deficit, and number 11 with a scary slide just on his own. So I don't know if there's a wet spot on the floor. He was moving pretty fast, but it is Warrior ball. David gets it in play, and he is fouled out of bounds, like knocked out of bounds via a foul. And it's reset of the foul clock. Isaiah goes out, Hudson returns. Isaiah with some really big minutes and buckets. Isaiah with the ball, and it's a foul. Baseline inbounds play for the Warriors coming. A foul by one of the Racers. Luke will inbound into Isaiah, and another foul called on number 3 from the Racers. He's had a couple fouls in this quarter. I do not know what his foul total is. He's got at least 2 because he's had 2 in the fourth. Up, and that's actually 5. So he is done for the night and replaced by his teammate 55, who also has done some damage against us, so don't get too excited. Ball into Luke. He is outside the 3-point line, gets it into Elijah. Elijah's shot is up, off the mark, rebound corralled by Evansville. Shot is up and good. Evansville back to a 6-point lead. David with the ball. Gets it down the floor to Hudson. Hudson briefly had Elijah open, but instead crosses over to Luke. Luke puts up a 3. No good. And fighting for that rebound, it is Racer ball. Halfway through the fourth quarter. And David tries to knock that ball away. He gets, I believe it is David that will get called for this foul. That's a foul on David. If it's not his first, it's his second. He is not in foul trouble. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Grayson. And that is a foul. I think it's on number 11. And Isaiah coming back into the game for Hudson. And that's got to be at least 4 fouls on the Racers in this quarter. So I expect that if they foul again, the Warriors will be shooting. But TBD on that. And unfortunately, that's a turnover for the Warriors and a layup for the Racers. Lead has ballooned to 8. Elijah with the ball. He's getting down the floor, puts up the reverse, no good, and Isaiah's going to get called for the foul. The Warriors, I assume, are also close to shooting, to putting the Racers in shooting position. Yes, I just saw the scoring table signal for fouls on the Warriors in this quarter. So, they're gonna redo that. And big discussion here. I think they're trying to discuss how many fouls have been committed by the Warriors in this quarter. So the people are getting together at that scorers table to sort it out. It is either 4 or 5. 2:50 to go in the game. Racers are up by 8. And it is 4 fouls. So it is a baseline inbounds play. And the Warriors full court pressing. Shot is up, blocked by Elijah. A nice block there, but Racers will maintain possession. Evansville outside the three-point line in the corner. And just not quite enough rotation there for the Warriors. And Evansville now up by 10. Not much time left. Luke outside the three-point line. Puts up the 3, gets the basket! That was quite a swirl, but he does get those 3 points. And that's a foul by Elijah. Got a lot of fouls at the opposite end of the floor for whatever team. It should be 52-45. And now it's up there. So it's a 7-point lead for the Racers, with 2 free throws coming here at the line and 2:18 to go in the game. First free throw is good. Racers outside the three-point line, and a turnover and a foul. I don't know if I have seen a game with more fouls called at the opposite end of the floor of the offensive team. And this is shooting for the Warriors.
I don't think I've ever seen a game where more fouls have been called opposite end of the floor of the offensive team.
We had a game, it was a girls' game, high school girls' game. By the end of the game, I think there were 7 players total between the teams that fouled out.
Like those teams are going out. People just have to come down before you call it a foul.
Right. Yeah.
So Grayson misses that first free throw. He does hit the second. It is still a 7-point game after both teams go 1-1 from the line. Trying to get down the floor. Racers do not need to take a shot, but they do. And put up another shot and get the basket. That, I think, is going to be Hudson's 5th foul. So now each team with a player disqualified for fouls. Great effort by Hudson. This was a tough one for someone with his kind of physicality because of those quick whistles on the rebounds. First free throw is no good, and speaking of, we'll be just walking back to the other end of the floor to shoot some free throws. So, see, looks like Elijah is shooting the free throws. We are just under 2 minutes to go. Everybody's favorite kind of game.
Could be a long 2 minutes.
Maybe we could just skip the fouls and just walk back and forth for the next.
Nobody touches anybody else.
So it's a 9-point game right now. Elijah hits that first one, makes it an 8-point game. He's got one more to come. Isaiah in for Hudson. And that free throw good as well. So we're back to a 7-point game. This is a timeout called by the Racers. Probably nervous about getting a foul immediately on inbounding. We are at 1:59 to go in the game. So it is not out of reach yet for the Warriors, but they definitely need to score in a hurry and get stops. And they've been doing okay at scoring. They've struggled when it comes to getting stops.
If we lose, we just are done for this time. If they win, they play another game tomorrow. If they would lose, then they would be the state champions.
All right, so we're coming back out onto the floor after those made free throws by Elijah. The Racers will inbound. Full court press for the Warriors. Isaiah back to protect the basket. Should the Racers get past the press, but they don't. Crew with the steal to Grayson. Over to David. David back to Isaiah. Isaiah ahead to Crew. Crew's shot is blocked out of bounds, so it is Warrior inbounds. Luke comes back in for Crew. Great defensive play by Crew. And another timeout called by the Racers. So we had 13 seconds go by. Still a tight one over on the Lady Warriors, Lady Wildcats court. Warriors leading 10-9 in the second quarter. All right, so we're back. Luke will inbound to Elijah. Back to Luke outside the three-point line. Now Isaiah with the ball. Over to David. And we forgot to start the clock, so I think we're going to get a redo. Ball into the backcourt to David. David drives and kicks to Isaiah. Isaiah can't quite get this one to go. And Grayson really trying to go for that Backcourt foul. Instead, he pokes it loose, but it rolls to the Racers. 1:22 to go in the game. And Isaiah, oh man, he got called. Maybe that was Grayson getting called for the foul. No, it was called on Isaiah. I really thought he had tied it up. But it is a foul, and free throws coming for the Racers with 1:20 to go. Oh, that was I just saw the number change, but yay. First free throw is good for the Racers. Hey, Jenny, is Jaden okay?
I came over and saw the guys. I don't know.
I don't remember seeing anything happen on the floor, but it might not have looked obvious. 2 free throws good for the Racers, and they are now up by 9. Pressing against the Warriors. Ball advanced down the floor. Trying to get it to Elijah, and he does end up with it. This one is called a jump ball. And looks like they're signaling Warrior ball. 1:07 to go, 57-48. Warriors down 9. They need points in a big-time hurry. Grayson drives in, puts up the shot, can't get the basket. Isaiah trying to get that, or not Isaiah, sorry, Elijah trying to get the rebound. And steps on the line. Oh, and Racers tiptoeing along that line, lose control of the ball, and the Warriors will get it back with 58.8 seconds to go in the game. Possession is great, points are essential. And Isaiah, boy, I keep mixing up Elijah and Isaiah. This is a foul. Favorite foul of the game for these referees, a rebounding foul, and that sends the Racers to the line. Keep mixing up the biblical prophet names that start with a vowel. 46 seconds to go. That free throw is good. Racers have been up by double digits before, and they are back there once again. And they'll stay at 10. Ball down the floor to Grayson. Grayson to Luke. Luke picks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Racers with the rebound. 34 seconds to play. And Racers do get it down the floor. Shot is up and good. 23 seconds to play. Warriors definitely in a very, very tight spot. Just not able to score until right there. Good job by Elijah. I think it is too little, much too little, too late. We needed that to be a 12-point basket. And that basket is good for Evansville at the other end, and that's the final. 62-50. Warriors unfortunately go down in this one. Hard-fought game with Evansville just really closing it out in a tough way. And they have suffered some heartbreaking state losses. So in that sense, it is a nice thing for them to advance. Of course, we would have liked it to be against somebody else. But good game, and thanks for sticking with us, even with such a long, long night. The Warriors will be playing more games next week, just not tomorrow. So have a great night, everyone, and hopefully you can be snug and warm and not driving around. Thanks for joining us.